Jim Gaffigan's a Grammy-nominated comedian, New York Times bestselling author, and in his own words, a little fat. His words.
His words.
Yes.
Okay, so that certainly qualifies him to dish out sage culinary advice in his very funny new book, Food, a Love Story. Jim Gaffigan, good morning. Good to have you. We wanted you to feel at home, so we just surrounded you with everything.
This is, that's Popeyes. That's Popeyes.
You can tell.
And you know why it's called Popeyes? Because after you eat it, your eyes pop a little
There you
bit.
go. Bam.
More reason to get in there.
You see yourself more as an eatie than a foodie. What's the difference?
Well, I think it's laziness. I don't have the, you don't mind if I do the interview
go
with my
right
mouth
ahead.
full.
It's what
This
you
is
do,
my
right?
wife's nightmare, just me being surrounded by food.
Who, by the way, is a much more
She's a
healthy
foodie,
eater.
right?
I look like I had two wives and I ate one of them. She looks great. But, you know, I am an eatie. I don't have anything against foodies. I just don't. I'm too lazy and I don't want to go on, you know, I just want the closest best burger, not like, I don't want to go on a journey. I don't need to know how they make
Because
it.
there are plenty of good burgers very close at hand.
That's right. I just want to eat.
So when you're on the road doing your stand-up, and it's a lot of it's about food, like what do you surround yourself with? Do you just go to the nearest burger joint? Or?
I'll post something on Twitter. Al, when are you going to follow me on Twitter? What the hell's going on there?
I will follow you right now. I will,
As we speak.
I will get on here and follow you.
He texts me nude photos of him all this time.
I know.
You follow him on Twitter?
And I was covered in bacon.
Yeah. No, but I will usually, like, I'm going to Chicago and I'm going to Atlanta. I have 2 stops in Texas. Texas, which is an amazing like the fact that everyone in Texas is not 4,000 pounds is amazing.
It really is.
Because they have barbecue steak and...
Is that your favorite kind of food? As he puts more chicken in there?
I try and be like equal to all food.
Except for seafood.
Seafood is disgusting.
All seafood or just shellfish?
It's just, I mean, fish in general is disgusting. That's why fish are always frowning. They're always like,
You call it the vegetable of the sea.
Yeah, well, you know, seafood, shellfish, like clams and oysters, do you eat those?
They're filters.
I do.
They're basically
They're just, you know, they're like snots in a rock. That is just disgusting. Like, I'm not saying in the 1700s we didn't have to eat that stuff, but it's like, come on, that is disgusting.
You have 5 young kids.
Yes.
I mean, do they eat like this, or do they eat? Do you
I haven't even met some of my children. There's so many of them. My wife is like so fertile. She's a Shiite Catholic. No, my wife, she buys like all the healthy stuff. So like we would have like bread, but would be made of like sawdust and stuff like that. We wouldn't have cupcakes.
This is why you go out on the road.
What is this? So this is just. So the whole idea was like, you know what? Just go and get that fat guy some food and just. Guacamole.
You're not fat, by the way.
If I died right now, many of my children would just know me as the balding guy who's obsessed with this green dip. This is amazing stuff. I love.
This is your last meal, then.
Mexican food is very important to me, and not just because I'm Mexican.
Thank you so much.
If you want a good laugh, you can read an excerpt from Food, a Love Story at today.com. Jim, great to have you, and feel free to help yourself.
I'm going to follow you right now.
This is Today on NBC.